Hello, welcome back to the Head Lice Expert channel. Today we're going to cover kitchen hacks, and I'm going to show you a number of things that you would probably already have in your kitchen that you can use to do lice removal. First and foremost, let me just touch on the importance of good detangling brushes. So we use a number of good detangling brushes for the hair. We use the wet dry brush. Picks are very good for going through the hair, detangling any type of hair, and the knot genies. These are three key items that we use at Lice Squad just for our detangling purposes, because most importantly, you must detangle the hair before you do anything with a child. Otherwise, if you've pulled their hair, they're just not going to sit for you. The first thing you want to do before you actually treat for lice is check. We have these amazing handy dandy light up glasses, so they light in the direction that you're looking, and you're basically, when you're checking for lice with a lice stick, you're just going to separate the hair around the hot spots. These are around the ears, nape of the neck, crown of the head, and you're just going to take 1 to 2 inch sections, and you can look through that whole section. And if it's clear, you're going to go onto the back and you're going to look through the 1 to 2 inch sections all the way on the back. Then you're going to come to the other side. Now I'm going really quickly. You're going to take a little more time than I'm doing, but I'm just doing this so that we're not wasting all the video checking ahead. And then just look up through here and a bit through the bangs. Once you've identified lice, obviously, you're going to have to decide how you'd like to treat it. Personally, as a mother of 3, I do not want to use pesticide or chemicals on my children, so I have developed a number of different options for parents to choose from. And everything I'm speaking about today, you can get on our store at licesquad.com, or just click the link down below in the description, and you can get access to any of these things that I'm demonstrating today. You can also subscribe if you so choose, or share the channel with somebody who might need help with head lice. All right, so let's get to it. We are going to talk about natural things you can use for head lice. The first thing you do want to have is a good quality lice comb. This is the best comb that we found. It's called the Louse Trap comb. It has long tines, micro groove tines, and the tine tolerances are perfectly spaced so that they get the lice and eggs out of the hair and tear them while they're doing that. So that's the naturalist way you can get rid of lice, is with a good comb. You can also screen using this comb by basically passing it through those hot spots about 7 to 10 times on the one section, and then you just basically wipe that onto some white tissue or paper towel and look for the little spots. So this is a secondary screening. So if you're looking with your stick and your magnification and you don't see anything, you can then use a lice comb and go through those areas and wipe it on the tissue to do a secondary screening measure. Aside from that, we also use an electronic lice zapping comb called the Lice Guard Roby comb, and this comb basically hums, and you are just basically passing it through the hair, making contact with the scalp and all of the hair shaft, and if it runs into a live bug, it will literally stop humming, and you have to brush the dead bug off the comb for it to start working again. So these are handy dandy tools. We use these for self-screening after we do lice removal services. Obviously, we don't want to pick up lice, and we have a really strict sanitation protocol in place. I've never got lice doing this for 23 years, so that's good news. But it's always handy to have something to self-screen with, and that's this electronic comb and the quality lice comb. All right, kitchen hacks. Well, everybody in their house probably has some olive oil or some mineral oil or some coconut oil, or even just some regular plain old conditioner. All of these things will really work well for dealing with head lice, and the fact that you can use them as smothering agents. We also can use apple cider vinegar, which can be used as a final rinse after you've done the oil soak, and it does a couple of things. You've soaked the hair, and now you're rinsing it out and preparing it for combing. If you're rinsing with the apple cider vinegar, it's going to kind of cut down a bit of that oil, and then it's also going to help loosen the glue that holds the eggs to the hair. So it's really a great thing to do to prep the hair before combing. I'm going to demonstrate how we put the oil on the hair and the process and how that works. So I've gone ahead. My favorite oil is coconut oil. Coconut oil for me is the best one to use. And so you'll have your child here. You'll probably have a cape over your child so they don't get messy. You'll probably wear an apron on yourself. And you're basically going to just get a bottle like this from the dollar store and fill it up with whatever oil you choose, and you're going to basically begin saturating the hair with that oil. So you're just going to saturate the whole scalp and all the ends of the hair with the oil, just making sure that everything is saturated. The whole scalp is saturated. All the lengths of the hair are saturated. You can do that with the tip. You can put it right in your hand like I'm doing now. Rub your hands together and get that right up underneath the nape of the neck. So using the tip to apply the oil around the ears, at all of the scalp, and then also just pouring the oil into your hand and using the hands to get the oil up all in the hair. So once you've saturated the whole scalp with oil, and you want to make sure that the scalp is saturated and you've got the oil all the way down the hair lengths, you're just going to clip the hair up or put it in a pony or something of that nature just to keep it all contained. And then you're going to take a shower cap and place that over the head. Never use a plastic bag or anything like that. I know it says stuff like that on the internet, to saturate your hair with mayonnaise and wrap it in a plastic bag overnight. No. Because after a couple hours, mayonnaise can start to turn and you might get like a salmonella situation. And plastic bags on children's heads, big no, as any mom will tell you. So we have the plastic bag over the scalp with all of the oil, and this can be left on for 4 hours. And you're going to need to do a minimum of 4 hours, only because the spiracles that lice breathe through, they can close them. And they can probably survive for up to that 4-hour mark. And so you want to make sure you minimum 4 hours, even to overnight if you can. That way you're going to really smother these lice. And the thing about lice too is if someone's in a pool and they're swimming, the lice can float on the top of the surface of the water for a few hours. So you want to be careful not to be in that pool if anyone's got active lice. So this is what happens with the oil. You leave that on, you soak it for up to 4 hours or longer. And once you've finished soaking the scalp, then you're basically just going to take the hair out and you're going to re-detangle, because again, number one important thing with little kids, you can't have their hair tangled when you're going in for the combing. Now you can comb with the oil in the hair because the oil is a natural conditioner, so you don't necessarily have to rinse it out before you start your combing, because as you can see, it combs quite nicely. But the issue with combing with the oil is it gets staticky. So if you don't want to comb with the oil and you're finding it too messy and staticky, go ahead and rinse that shampoo, that oil out using any type of lemon-based kind of shampoo. You can even use Dawn dish soap, or anything with lemon. Rinse that all out, do an apple cider vinegar rinse, and then add a little conditioner just to make the hair pliable and easier to comb through, and begin your reduction combing. And so that's Kitchen Hacks 101. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or send them to help@licesquad.com. Again, all of the products I've demonstrated today are available at licesquad.com, and you can click the link below in the description. And any questions, I'm happy to answer. Our next video, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but stay tuned. I'm sure it'll be entertaining. Thanks, and have a lice-free day.